Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, so as you can see, we've got the N64 console in the building. Finally picked up a console. As you can see, the box is over there. Got a bit of World Is Not Enough playing on the TV as well. So best I can focus, unfortunately. It does tend to flicker, but there's not much I can do about that. Trying to film a CRT is a pain in the arse, to be quite honest. So yeah, I just thought I'd just start this video by telling you my experiences so far playing the console. I've had it for a week. Played quite a few of the games already. Mostly been focused on playing The World Is Not Enough and Quake. Those two are absolutely brilliant. I'm loving playing those games at the moment. I did sit down last night and play quite a lot of Perfect Dark though. I really got into that. Only the first few levels, but it was just so much fun. Really enjoying that game a lot. And overall, it's been a good experience. Now, I did buy the console, as you can see, but I've also picked up the expansion pack because, you know, games like this require it. Well, sorry. Is designed for, doesn't require it at all. It just improves the quality of the image if you do use it. And I also picked up an S-Video cable as well, which for some reason there's only one person in the UK that actually sells S-Video cables. There's cheap crap ones on eBay, but there's only one that actually sells a good quality one, and that's a company called Console Goods. So I'll put a link in the description for anybody that's looking for one. So I've got it running through the S-Video at the moment. It looks really good. Now the only issue I've come up with so far with the S-Video cable was, when I first got it, I plugged it into my SCART switcher, which is behind me, and I thought that would be fine. So it goes into the SCART switcher goes out to the TV via RGB SCART. I thought that would be not a problem. Now, there must be something wrong with the S-Video connection on the SCART switcher, because when I plugged it in, the picture quality was rubbish. It was no better than the composite, which was absolutely terrible, and all the colours looked washed out, the picture was fuzzy, and when there was any text on screen, there was like a green fuzz around the text, and I just couldn't understand what was causing it. And last night, I thought, you know what then, I'll try it on my DVD recorder, which is what I use to capture game footage. So I plugged it into the DVD recorder, switched the DVD recorder over to S-Video, problem solved. Perfect picture, bright, colourful, vibrant picture, everything's sharp as it should be, and there's no green haze around any of the text anymore. So it's definitely the SCART switcher. I'm not exactly sure what's wrong with it, but there you go. So the S-Video is definitely worth the upgrade. As I say, composite, it looks terrible. It's really fuzzy and muddy, and as bad as you would expect it to be, really. So the S-Video is well worth the extra money. It only cost me just under £12, including postage, because I had track postage. If you don't have track postage, it's about £1 less. So that was a great cable to buy. I'm really glad I got that. I will get the RGB done to the console eventually, but for the moment, because of the price of that, it's quite expensive. I'm just going to wait. The S-Video, as you can see, looks absolutely fine, so I can totally live with what I've got at the moment. Now, as far as the expansion pack's concerned, as I say, this game is designed for expansion pack, and it basically just allows you to get a high colour mode is what it gives you. So it improves the quality of the image, and it does make a difference. It does look a lot nicer, I find. The only issues I've found, though, is that when you do that, if you start the game in normal mode, it's full screen and the picture looks good. You change to high colour mode, you get a better picture quality, but you also now get a reduced screen, so there's now a small border at the top and the bottom of the screen, which is not that bad. It's not as bad as like Super Nintendo, so you know, you can live with it as you're playing the game. But also I found as well, as you're playing the game, if you get multiple enemies on the screen, the frame rate does suffer for it. Now, I have recently watched a video from Modern Vintage Gamer where he talked about the expansion pack in great detail, and apparently that is a thing that happens with some of the games. The frame rate was sacrificed when using the expansion pack to enhance the visuals, which is a bit of a shame, but you know, it is what it is. Now, normally I would probably have just turned it off because the frame rate would get on my nerves, but it actually isn't that bad, and I've always said I prefer a nicer picture than I'm worried about having like a 60 frame game or anything like that. So yeah, I'm just putting up with it, and it doesn't bother me at all. As you can see at the moment in the background, that's full screen, so that must be running in normal mode. So I thought what we'd do is I'd go over to my DVD recorder, do some footage, and we'll have a look at the World Is Not Enough, and I'll show you a comparison between the two modes, normal and also the high colour mode. Okay guys, so this is The World Is Not Enough, and we are playing the mission Fallen Angel. Very far into the game. There's Sikorsky on the floor. So he's just been shot down by Electra. So this is in normal colour mode. So as you can see, it's full screen. Now bear in mind this is for S-Video, and obviously RGB would definitely sharpen this up a lot more. But it is a little bit fuzzy, I'll be honest. And it looks decent, it's perfectly playable. Runs smoothly enough. I mean, to be fair, James walks incredibly slow for some reason in this game. So we'll just walk around a bit and kill a few guys, and then I'll switch it over to high colour, and hopefully you'll see the difference. So just open this, there's a bloke on the right hand side. I absolutely love the sound effect for the Wolfram. It's one of my favourite gun sound effects in the game. But I mean, it looks pretty good. You know, there's some nice graphics going on. Just execute that dude. Some nice colour. No, he's still shooting at me. Tosser. Right. Hang on, I've lost him. There he is. Yeah, the auto aim I find is not particularly brilliant in this game. It doesn't really lock on as well as it does on the PS1 game. Alright, okay, so go through this door. So I thought I'd choose this level because it's quite bright. There's also quite a fair bit of action as well, so when we switch to high colour, if any frame rate drops happen, you're going to see it. So I am bearing in mind I'm still adjusting to the controller. I've only had it for a week, so I'm still getting to grips with this analog stick. It's been a long time since I've used one of these. Nice bit of body armour. Right, so if we just stop there and we just switch it over to high colour. So immediately you can see the screen is reduced, you've got border top and bottom. Okay, so as I'm editing this, I've noticed that the borders aren't actually showing when I turned it over to high colour mode. On the TV it definitely does, and you can see the border top and bottom of the screen. But obviously with capture, it just captures the raw footage, so all you get is the increase in fidelity. So I thought I'd just point that out. Now back to the video. So, and in the game as well, but I think hopefully you're going to see this in the capture. It does look a lot better on the TV. The colours look better. Everything just suddenly sharpens up really nicely. The fuzz goes away. Now, of course, if I had RGB, it would even be crisper, but I'm very impressed with it. So I think even though you do get a slight frame rate drop in places using high colour, I do think the expansion pack is worth it. I definitely think it adds to the visuals of the game. It's a shame it's not full screen. And it is possible for the hardware to do that. I'm just remembering where I've got to go. I've gone the wrong way. Right, okay. Yeah, because Perfect Dark has a high res mode as well. But that game is full screen, high res or not high res. So obviously Rare were able to work out how to make it work. But Eurocom for some reason either weren't able to work it out or just took the easy route. I'm not too sure. Right, that's better. One thing I love in this game is the explosions on the belt. Look at that, the fire, how brilliant does that look? That is a really cool effect. That's Bullion, who's one of the bad guys. There's a dude over there firing rockets at me or something. Let's take him out. Let's execute the hell out of him with an AK. So there's Bullion. So basically we've got to fingerprint scan this dude. So I think there's a guy behind me, isn't there? Yeah, there's a guy that comes running up behind you. Shit, run out of ammo. Duck. Right, got him. Yeah, so you have to fingerprint scan this dude so you can open up a doorway. Now, in the film, it's played by Goldie. It doesn't really look like Goldie in this. In the PS1 version, for some bizarre reason, is it in Weapons? I think it is. They made him look like Michael B. Jordan, which I just couldn't get my head. No, it isn't. It's I can't remember where it is now. Yeah, I'm still, as I say, adjusting this bloody controller. Right, there we go. Fingerprint scan, Bob's your uncle. And all we've got to do then is just make our way back up into the building. I won't do the entire level because it's quite a lengthy one. But we've got to make it back up to the building. I must admit, I can definitely see the difference on the TV, so I'm hoping that the capture is making it look as different when you use high colour as well. It's actually quite impressive. So we go back up into the building to where Zeskovsky is. We've got some stairwell, and then we will find a locked door which needs a fingerprint. Now, when I played this yesterday for the first time, I could not figure out for the life of me where you found the fingerprint, because I didn't know. Look at that animation, the way he's falling, and that's brilliant. Look at that, he's trying to lift himself back up again, and he's still, that is great, look at that. They must have used actors to do that. I think that's absolutely brilliant. But I didn't know these doors opened up. I thought they were part of the scenery. It was only when I watched the YouTube walkthrough that I found out you could actually go through it. Now, also, the first thing I did was shoot this guy. You're not supposed to do that, because he's a good guy.
Fingerprint activated lock. You have to find a way to open it.
Will do, fella. So look at that with the bulb and everything. I know this is really old tech, but the lighting, for the time, they did a really nice job, I think. There's a couple of guys in here, I remember. But the frame rate isn't that bad. I mean, it's you know, it's extremely minimal the way it drops using the high colour, and I think really, you know, it isn't that big a deal. I love the music in this, by the way. That bass line is fantastic.
Ah, yes, a standard fingerprint-coded lock. The studio with a rather clever little device to do just this kind of thing, but I dare say you've lost it. All you need to do is scan the prints of someone who has
What you've got to do when you walk in here is not walk straight in as I did yesterday, because when you walk in here, there's two cameras, one behind the door, one in the far right hand corner, and if they catch you, they lock the room down and they gas you. And I couldn't find out how to get out until afterwards. I found out there was a hole in the roof, which I didn't see at first. But when I watched the guy play it on YouTube, what he did was this. So you go straight in, load his camera up first of all. Move my aim down a bit. Go a bit to the right, it's not too much to get seen. Load his camera up there. Right, then that way you can just walk straight, because otherwise, when the gas comes in, you've got to get up through there with the grapple hook. So this is what I'm saying about this game. It's like my first playthrough as any game. You don't know all this, and it can be quite frustrating when you're playing the game. Once you've done it all and you've worked it all out, the game suddenly becomes a lot more fun and playable than the second time through. As I'm really enjoying this as I'm playing it, to be quite honest with you. Find this here. Come on, James. So there you go. So I think that's a good example of how it looks between the two versions, normal and high res. Okay, so that was The World Is Not Enough. As you can see, high color mode does look really nice, and I think it is worth changing over to that once you've got the expansion pack. But I think, you know, it's perfectly playable in normal mode as well. It looks great. So it really comes down to what you prefer. If you want the higher textures and nicer colors, or do you want the full screen, slightly faster frame rate? That's, you know, it's your personal preference, isn't it? So that said, guys, we've looked at the hardware. Now I have got a couple of games as well that I've picked up recently, so I thought I'd include those in this video. So let's go over to my collection shelf and I'll show you what I picked up. Okay guys, so here we are in front of the collection once again. I've got two new games to show you today. And before we start, I just wanted to show you the box in closer detail. So there you go. So as you can see, there is a crease in the corner there. There's general wear around the edges, but overall, solid condition. Yeah, got a great deal on it. Also, if I just overlay a picture, I'll just show you what's inside the box as well when it came. So everything's got its bags. It's in really nice shape for its age. I mean, it's 27 years old now, so can't complain at all. And I want to thank Time Warp James, because he's the one that sent the link to me. He found this on eBay for me. So thanks, mate. I really appreciate you doing that. Great guy. And if you haven't seen his channel, there's a link in the description. So please check him out, because he's absolutely top lad. Got some great videos over there as well. So very happy to have put it in there. I got it from Chill Out Games, by the way. Prolific seller on eBay. They sell tons of stuff. Excellent service, I will say that. I don't normally give reviews or anything for eBay sellers, but I must admit they were really good. You know, the communication was excellent all the way around, and the packaging, they went right over the top with the packaging. There was no way it was getting damaged. It was in a massive box, wrapped in tons of plastic and not plastic, in bubble wrap. It had cardboard around it, had big poly blocks, everything. It was just ridiculous. So yeah, can't fault them at all. Their service was superb. So I'm really happy to have the console anyway. I can just sit down now and just start playing my games and enjoying them. And as I said, I have already started playing through The World Is Not Enough, playing a bit of Quake as well. And I have nearly finished The World Is Not Enough. I got to the final level yesterday. I can't quite work out what to do. You're on the submarine and you have to go underwater, and I can't figure out where to go, and I can't find an air pocket, and I just keep drowning. So I'll have to watch a YouTube video and try and figure it out, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, overall, I was quite enjoying the game. It's got a lot of niggles that were winding me up, and I think that's a lot of that comes from being the first time I've ever played through the entire game, because in the past when I played it, I always got stuck on the Night Watch level, which is the first stealth bit you have to do. I could never work it out, and trust me, I had enough problems trying to do it this time as well. I failed many times before I eventually figured it out. It's not even that hard, it's just that I am absolutely terrible at stealth, and eventually I got it right and I've got through it, thank God, and I got to experience the rest of the game. So yeah, there's little niggles in it which bugged me, but overall I actually really enjoyed it. I've changed my mind though. I do think the PS1 game is better. I just feel like it's a lot more fun to play. It also runs a lot better as well, to be quite honest with you. I mean, James Bond in the N64 game walks so slowly. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's not even a stroll. He's just insanely slow. I don't get it at all. There's no urgency at all about him, considering he's a secret agent. But you know, the PS1 game moves at a much more rapid pace, and it handles the frame rate better when there's a lot of enemies as well. But, you know, it's what it is. It's nice to have the two different versions to have the different level layouts. It's interesting to see how the N64, how Eurocom decided to approach the game and the direction they took it in and how they interpreted the film. It's really good. I know I'm talking a lot about The World Is Not Enough here, but the one thing that really got me was when you fight Gabor as well, which is Electra's henchman. In the PS1 game, it's quite fun. You're in a room, you have a gun battle, there's soldiers coming in to protect him as well. You've got to shoot them and kill him, and it's really quite intense and it can be a lot of fun to play. The N64, I don't know what was going on, why they decided to do this, but you literally just have your weapons taken away. He's standing in front of you with a gun, and you just punch him, and that's it. You just beat him up, and he falls to the ground, and that's it. And I was like, oh. So that was a bit underwhelming. I don't know what happened there. They're very strange. But, you know, minor thing. The rest of the game's great fun. So, yeah, I'm glad I've got it anyway. It's a nice one to add to my Bond collection, and I'm really enjoying playing it. And, you know, I'm going to go through it again and again, and I'll get better at each level. And all the little bits that I had issues with, I'll probably get better at them and realise that they're not that big a deal after all. Anyway, all that said, let's crack on with the new pickups. So one of them is not really a new pickup, it's more of a replacement, so I think you know what it's going to be if you've watched these videos. So yes, it is Quake. Now, as you know, in the previous video I picked up Quake, I showed you it, and the box was in okay condition. It was good enough for me, but it did have stickers on the box, and the manual and the cartridge also had writing on them. And I said at the time that was a £30 game. It's £30 all day long, never comes up in good condition, and so I figured, I think I said this in the last video, if anyone actually does list a good copy, they're probably going to want about 40 quid for it, which I think would be fair. But they may also take the piss and jack the price right up to a high price just to see what they can get for it. So, as it happens, a bit of luck fell my way. So when I was about to post the previous pickup video, half an hour before it went live, a copy came up in really nice condition, and the guy wanted 40 quid by now. So I thought, yeah, I'm having that. So I've put my other copy on eBay, that'll sell, and I'll get some money back that way. But yes, I have got a really nice copy, so here we go. So there we go, Quake again, in lovely condition this time. Look at that, nice and flat. It's beautiful all the way around. I was really happy when this came up, because this game is really fun. Look at that. It's such an upgrade from the last one. It has got a couple of white marks in the corner there, very minor, really not worth talking about, but it's absolutely excellent. So I'll just open it up and show you what we've got as well. I don't remember if the other one had anything other than the manual. I can't remember. I'll have to check the box. Anyway, this one's got the precautions leaflet. It has the registration card, which is always nice. And of course the manual in absolutely fantastic condition, lovely and flat. It is black and white, which I think I mentioned previously. So it is a bit disappointing, but it is very detailed. There's a lot going on in there. Absolutely excellent. Really, I was so happy when this arrived. And then the cartridge itself, in absolutely superb condition again. Lovely and clean. Yeah, very happy with this one. So it was well worth the upgrade. I won't be doing that again with any other games though. I am from now on just going to hold off if one comes up that I want and it's not in the condition I exactly want, because I've done really well with all of these games so far. None of these games are expensive. As I say, I got lucky there. That one could have easily been listed for, I don't know, 70, 80, 100 with a buy now and a best offer. You know what people are like on eBay. So for someone to be reasonable about it and to understand that the going rate is 30 for a knackered one, and to put this up for £10 extra, I was really happy with that. And the seller was excellent. He was a collector. He had loads of stuff for sale. He was getting rid of his N64 collection. And he did a great job with the communication and the packaging. So, well chuffed. Right, so that said, guys, let's go over to Quake and do a little gameplay. Okay, guys, so this is Quake 64, or just Quake. Now, this is great, because I haven't played this since I picked the S-Video cable up. I picked it up yesterday, it arrived. So, this is going to be fresh to me as well. I thought it looked good already when I didn't have the video set up correctly, but let's see how it looks on this video. It's really weird though. You see that in the right hand corner? It's accessing the cartridge like a disc. That is quite bizarre to play a cartridge game where it's loading. Right, here we go. So yeah, it does look much better. So as you can see, it's quite muddy in its textures. I mean, this is just the way the game was. This doesn't have any kind of high res, high colour mode or anything. This is just bog standard. So I've just been playing James Bond, and I forgot that on this one you don't push up to jump, you push down, which makes no bloody sense, does it? Right, let's crack on. Get my shield. I love this game. It's really fun. Look, you see how fast it's moving. It's full screen as well. Really smooth. Doors open automatically. Animation on the enemies is fantastic. See, look how fast it goes, look. It's really good. So we're going down the lift. And the music's really, really eerie and atmospheric. So this first level, very straightforward. I mean, these early levels are great. I've only got a few levels in and it's already testing me massively. See, the lighting looks good on there, doesn't it? That's just a nice bright room. Now that looks really good. Man, the S-Video don't have to make a difference. I mean, I'm impressed. I cannot wait to get the RGB mod done. It's been years since I've had one, so it's going to be nice to... Oh, look at that! That was fantastic, man. Just blew that dog to pieces. Grabbing the shotgun shells. I've just got to remember where I've got to go on this level now. Nice sound effect on the dog there. So we'll go up here, I think. There it is. I thought there was something up here. Oh yeah, that's right, and you get this gun. I can't remember what it's called, but... Nail gun. I love this weapon, it's brilliant. So, just look at the blue sky and the green lighting on the bottom there. It looks fantastic, this game. I'm really impressed with this version. It is very fast, and you know, trying to get used to this analog stick as well. It can be a little tricky at the beginning because you can feel a little bit slippy. But God, it's satisfying. It's such a fun game. So I've just got to knock all these on here to get through to the next part. Just be aware that there's guys down the bottom as well. Very simple though. I mean, you just use the left and right yellow buttons to strafe, stick to move around and look around, and pull your trigger. And you can hold the trigger down and just auto fire the crap out of everything. Watch that dog. Man, it looks so much better in this video. Also, if you don't like it, you don't have to use the aim to go up and down like that. I mean, it's a little tricky to do that accurately. These old games are just all on one plane, so the gun just sort of auto adjusts. So you can just shoot people up who are higher up than you. That was pretty smooth. So we'll do the next level as well while we're here. No, because I've already got it saved. I don't want to overwrite my save game. I'm really impressed though, the amount of games I've played so far that are actually full screen. It's great to see that optimisation was done back in the day. Look at that. And then they weren't just lazy and made it bordered like a lot of PAL stuff. Now you start getting these arseholes with the grenades. But you also get the really cool particle effects. And the music's just got real moody, real Doom-like, which I love. Now this guy's got a big chainsaw, so you gotta watch this bastard. And he's also going to throw that at me, so I've got to watch that as well. Shit, have I not got a shotgun? Well, I just picked up shotgun shells. Ah, okay. Oh no, because I've only got a single barrel shotgun. I'm getting ahead of myself thinking I've got the double barrel shotgun, obviously. Which I think is this one here. Yeah, nice. There's a shield over there. Blowing my way. Yeah, you can. I thought you could jump across. Excellent. Looks like the distance is too far, but it isn't. Right, so we go running in here. You get a few guys. It's just such a great... These old first-person shooters are so much fun. The simplicity of it, you know, compared to modern... I love modern first-person shooters, but they're not taking themselves seriously back in the day. They're just... It's just fun. It's just gaming the way it used to be. It's just basically survive. Just shoot anything that gets in your way and survive. And we'll throw in a little bit of puzzling by finding a key, and that's about your lot, really. All I've got to do now is remember how I did this last time. And that music's moved it. So you need a silver key, I think, for that one. I think I can remember it. I love that music. So atmospheric, that's right. I think you come round here. Don't get hit in the face by a grenade, that'd be quite nice again, as it happens twice in a row. And I think there's a dark thing coming out the wall here. Yeah, that's it. There's a big guy over here. Try not to get crushed. Just absolutely hammer him with this. Still got me in the face, the tosser. Try and hammer him with the double barrel shotgun. Right, now here, I figured this out pretty quickly, so you just got to shoot that red thing. And then it opens up this. And then you can jump up and get that shield. Is it a shield? I'm not sure. armour, yeah. So that's pretty sweet. I can't believe this didn't get put on PlayStation. They only put number 2 on the PlayStation. What the hell were they thinking? It would have been great to have had both of them. Right, so that's opened up the space on the left, I think. Yeah, there we get the silver key. I think it's silver key, isn't it? Yeah. I didn't know we could go and open that door now. It's a shame it's stranded on N64 and it didn't get, as I say, put on PlayStation. It would have been nice to have a Saturn module. Would Saturn have been able to cope with this? I don't know, maybe. Probably not. But it would have been nice to have the option, wouldn't it? I'm going to say that now. I've got a feeling it was on Saturn, and someone's going to correct me on that one, but we'll see. Oh, Christ, big guy. Massive chainsaw and grenades. And there's another one. That's the thing with this game. You think you're doing fine. It's like, oh, this is easy. It's going really smooth. And all of a sudden, they just throw something at you. And you get your ass handed to you fast. Oh yes, this big jumping prick. I remember this guy. This is where you push on edge because the frame rate is really smooth and quick. But that bugger, when he jumps at it, it makes you so paranoid, just spinning around trying to survive. Okay, the soldier. Or the knight, whatever he is. And so when I'm panicking and I'm strafing, I tend to miss quite a lot. It's quite frustrating. So there you go, that was Quake. Really cool first-person shooter. I absolutely love this game. You know, I've not played it for many years now since I had the PC back in the... Well, my dad had the PC, not me. I played it on my dad's PC in the 1990s, and I really enjoyed it back then, but I haven't played it since. And now in 2024, I'm playing it on the N64. It's fantastic. It really holds up well, I think. You know, it's a lot of fun. The frame rate's really good and all. I was worried about the PAL frame rate, whether it was going to be slow, but no, it seems to be optimised. Full screen, runs really smoothly. It's a lot of fun. It can get quite intense when you've got a few different enemies coming at you, especially those guys with the chainsaws and throwing grenades at you. It's a nightmare. But yeah, really enjoying Quake. Really glad to have that in the collection. So I've now got Quake. I've got Quake 3 on PS2. I need to get Quake 2, which is PS1 and N64. The PS1 is the game I played back in the day, so that's the nostalgia version. But I want to try the N64 because it has expansion pack. And apparently, when I watched that video from Modern Vintage Gamer, he said it was actually really good with the expansion pack. So I'm looking forward to checking it out. And I'm also going to pick up Quake 4 at some point. I've never played that game. I played the demo on the 360. I think it was a launch title. I remember playing the demo, but it never inspired me to actually play the full game. So I'm going to pick that up and try it. So I'm going to build a little bit of a Quake collection, I think. Right, the last thing I've got to show you is one more game. This one I wasn't expecting to buy. It wasn't on my list or anything. Well, it was on my list, but it wasn't on my active watch list. I wasn't keeping a safe search for it or anything. It was just, if it popped up, I was going to grab it. Now, I saw a couple of copies pop up here and there. And unfortunately, they were rough. The boxes were knackered. Before I got this, the last copy before this, it came up in good condition. At least I thought it was, with a good price. I checked all the photographs, found out that the flap was torn. So I was like, oh, gutted. So I dismissed that one, waited about a couple of days to a week, and this one popped up, and I was really happy because it was not only in great condition and cheap, I mean, really good price, but also the bloke that was selling it was a retro game shop owner, so he knew exactly what he was doing, and he knew how to pack it as well, and really happy with this. It is Mission Impossible. So yeah, I bet you didn't expect to see this one. All right, nice and flat. Look at that. I love these pictures of Jim Phelps around the edge as well. Really cool. This is one of the nice ones. Look at that. It's got some really cool edges on this one. So lovely back as well. Loads of colourful screenshots. Big picture of old Jim there. And look, really good. So yeah, very happy. It's in lovely condition. Really cannot fault it. There's some minor wear along the edge if you really want to be picky, but quite honestly, I'm not gonna be. You know, for these games for the age in cardboard boxes, it always amazes me how they survive the condition. Right, okay, so we have got quite a bit in this one. So we've got the manual in excellent condition. It is full colour, which is always a lovely addition. So I love these manuals. I mean, it's just, I know we all talk about manuals and how crap gaming is now that you don't get anything, but it's so true, isn't it? It really is. Right, we got the precautions leaflet, and he also threw in the guide as well, which I thought was quite nice. This is black and white, unfortunately, but yeah, But nonetheless, you've got a guide, and I probably will need it, to be quite honest with you, because I haven't even got the first level yet. So I've got to put some more time into it, to be fair to myself. I only had a quick blast on it last week just to test it. So I do need to sit down and play it once I've finally finished that final level on World Is Not Enough. And also, I am playing Perfect Dark as well. So, yeah, I've got a lot to play. It's great. Right, there's the cart. Really nice condition as well. Very clean. It also has the cart bag, which is good. So, yeah, very happy. Lovely condition. Great addition. So, let's go and take a look at it. Okay, so this is Mission Impossible. We're starting off in the warehouse. So just get a bit of a briefing first of all about a knock list. We've got to recover it. There's old Jim Phelps. Oh, Ethan Hunt in fact. Oh, okay, I didn't think Ethan Hunt was... There you go, I thought this was a pure 60s Jim Phelps job and then we get Ethan Hunt. Oh, that's confusing. I'm pretty sure Ethan Hunt was just created for the Tom Cruise films. I mean, look at that, it looks great straight out of the box. Really nice graphics. I've just got to remember now the controls, because it has been a minute since I played this. Hello. Music's really good, by the way. The theme tune sounds absolutely brilliant. Oh yeah, I've got to punch him. I can take his gun off him, remember, Harley. Once he fades away, I can take his gun off him. How do I use the gun now? Oh yeah. Right, so what we've got to do is, first of all, I've got to work out... Yeah, there's no strafe, is there? That's annoying. Right, okay, so we've got to... Well, I'll just move back a bit so I don't get killed. Blow these boxes up to get through the different areas. Of course, you've got limited ammo. So you've got to be cautious what you're doing. They release a toxic gas, so you have to find a protective suit. Now, I've got to remember where it is. I really can't remember which one it was. Was it in this one? It was in one. I found it pretty quick eventually. It took me a few goes to work out where it was. No, it's not this one then. So you've got to find this suit pretty quick because your health gets knackered otherwise. So the problem is because you can't strafe, all I'm trying to do is pick up that ammunition. It's quite difficult because you have to keep spinning the camera around. I think it might be the next right. I think there's a guy on the left first. No, there ain't, there's a box. Okay, it must be in a bit. I think it's in that box there, that grey one. There it is, got it. I knew it was. Right, now we've got the protective suit. So now I don't need to worry. I don't have to worry about my health so much now. It is really difficult when you've been playing first-person shooters that have strafe though. And you move on to something like this and you can't use the yellow buttons to strafe. It's a nightmare. Okay, I got a message there. How do I access that? Ah, looking good, Ethan. You're better than quick now. Right, I don't even know how I just did that. Just say you got med packs as well. But I do not want to jump on top of it, Ethan. That'd be a good idea. I can't remember how you access it. No. Apologies for making this an absolutely terrible gameplay. I'm still really trying to figure this game out. I just know that eventually I got to a part where some of the crates had a machine or part of a machine in it and you had to find all of the parts or destroy them. Right, how do I jump now? It's A, isn't it? Right, okay, so run, jump across, boom. And just find your way for the maze. I mean, I did feel like this was a little bit complex for the very first level of a game. They didn't exactly ease you into it. Is there anything in there? No. But I think graphically it looks pretty decent actually. So I think we can jump over that. Yeah, we can. Right, so here's one of the crates. So we destroy that. Yeah, better watch my ammo. That's the problem, you end up wasting your ammo so fast. What's he saying? Right, you found a piece of the Russian K-30P prototype, a satellite communications intercept. Okay, cool. Okay, Jim, what do you want me to do with it? Oh, okay, so I'm Ethan working for Jim. Got ya. So this is like Mission Impossible 1996. Now that you've found it, you have to destroy the other 4 pieces as well. Oh, so okay, so when that happens, when the IMF thing pops up on the left, you just press A and it tells you what he's saying. got it. And I still keep trying to press the yellow button to strafe. That's really... I don't understand why they didn't work that out. That would have been a really logical way to do it. Okay, so let's go over here. Nearly fell in the crap then. Can't remember where the other... Oh, it's a bloke. Went out of ammo, of course I have. Has he got any?
Got it.
Beautiful, thank you. But I'm going to stick... Oh, there it is there. I am going to stick with this because I really want to get further into the game and experience what it's got to offer. Because it's probably got some really cool levels later on. It's just this first one's a pain in the ass. 2 shots, right? I've got to try and work out how many bullets it takes so that I don't waste my ammunition. That's got 2 crap, there's another guy. As he says, he puts a load of rounds into the guys that are just doing 2 shots, as I said I was going to do. Another guy. Hang on. I'll just punch the shit out of him instead. Where is he? Oh, I did knock him out, that's alright. Yeah, I'm aware that I keep jumping, by the way. I will get used to this eventually. Right, okay, I think they're double shots as well. So is there anything over there? I'm wasting my time. Okay, they were double shots, so these ones aren't. Consistency would be nice, wouldn't it? Ah, there we go, beautiful. Another piece of the K30p. How did he say 4? I can't remember. No, I know we're going to make that jump. So where is another part of it? Is there anything in these, or we're going to waste my bullets? It's kind of frustrating that the boxes are mostly empty. Oh, I jumped way too early then. Jump out, dickhead. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, Tom Cruise would do a much better job than I would. He'd have scaled that no problem at all. Am I supposed to just open the box or destroy it? No, I think you're supposed to just open the boxes. Right, there's a red dot on the screen, so I don't know if that's a villain, possibly, or is that the other box? Oh, who shot me, you git? Where are you? Not Biggie Smalls, who shot you? Where'd that come from? Right, I think that's a dude because I can see him on the map. There he is. I know there's no way out of here, Heath, and I'm quite aware of that, mate. I'm trying to figure it out. Not much of a spy though, I'm just killing people. You'd think he'd be a bit more spy-like and a bit more subtle. So I am going around in a circle, there's a red dot that I'm missing. I'm not sure how I'm missing it. I don't run out of ammunition the way I'm going, I know that much. Oh, there's a guy there.
That's it.
Ah, he dropped a key, find the exit. Ah, sweet. Finally, I didn't know about this. Brilliant. Might actually make some progress now. All I've got to do is figure out where the bloody hell the exit is. Is that the white dot? I wonder if that's what that's for. Must be. Damn it! Literally. Oh, thank God, I thought I was dead. Get out the goo. Eat lead. Right, okay. Come on, we can do this. I'm going to try and get to the exit and make the first level over. I can save my game then, which would be quite nice. Aha! Box. Boom, another part of the K30p. Just turn him round. Yeah, the strafe would have been so much nicer. It would have been a lot bloody easier. So where is this exit? Oh, guy. Just when you think you're home free, some dude appears. Come on, give me your weapon. Oh, I'll go with that white dot. I'm just trying to figure out how I get there. So I'll have to back on myself, gone the wrong way, and I hate mazes. Oh, we can make that jump. I didn't think it was going to be possible for it too far. Right, so if we go down, I'm trying to figure out how this map actually works. Right, okay, so if we jump across there, put my foot in the poison. Brilliant. I feel like I'm not actually making any progress. I'm just going back on myself. Where the hell is the exit? Ah, is that a door behind there? Ah, finally. Woohoo, jump for joy. Right. Bingo. Okay, at this point, I was getting a little bit frustrated trying to work out how to access this door and to select the access key. Turns out it's actually not that difficult, but unfortunately it isn't very clear and easy to work out when you're playing the game. So I watched the YouTube walkthrough and he accessed it straight away, and I figured he'd use the analog stick, but he hadn't. I went back and read the manual for the game, and then I found out what you actually have to do. So you press B, it brings up your inventory. If you keep pressing B, it switches between fist and weapon. But what you need to do is press down on the yellow C buttons. Then it accesses the key, and then you can just press the trigger and it opens the door and you're out of the level. Right, back to me being frustrated. How do I use the access key? I don't know how I use it. How do I use the bloody key then? Well, that's the door. And I can see the access key, but it only lets me flip between fist and gun. How the hell do I open the door? Well, that's a great start to a game, isn't it? I ain't got enough buttons to... I've got crouch, I don't understand this. Is there anything in the options? Equipment. I'm wondering if it was like Bond where you get to pick. No, face maker. Huh. I don't understand this. How the hell do I use the key? There's got to be a way. Right, okay, well we'll leave it there because otherwise I'm not going to get any further. But at least I managed to make it through to the doorway, and if I ever actually open the door, I'll let you know. So there you go guys, that's Mission Impossible. As you can see, not the easiest game to get through the first level. Hopefully, you know, I will have more success as I play the game. But I hope that gives you a little taste of how it starts out and what the game looks like. I think graphically it's really nice actually for what it is in the third person. Control wise, yeah, it's a little awkward. The camera's a very sway camera. But, you know, the first time I played it, I played multiple times trying to figure out where that suit was. Eventually I found it, and I didn't believe how easy it was to find it in the box. But it is what it is. So I'll keep playing Mission Impossible, and hopefully I'll get further into the game and complete it. And I've got the guide if I ever need it anyway. So that's quite nice actually, because that's really old school. Because normally, if I get stuck, I just pull the phone out, go on YouTube and watch a walkthrough. To actually have a paper guide to sit there and play, that's quite cool. I like that. So thanks for watching guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been interesting. Leave me thoughts down below as always, and I'll see you in the next one.